talk about this, but I Googled smile study. You ought to do that. Just test me. They have two studies there that I was really interested in. One, a German study. Hannes will get a kick out of this. And one, a study from Wayne University in Michigan. This university study was extensive and exhaustive. And basically what they did was give baseball cards from the 1940s, from those old 1940 baseball players, all their little playing cards, and they separate them into three different categories. Some of the players who were not smiling, that grimace holding that bat, maybe they were having bad years, they weren't smiling. Then there were the baseball players who just had kind of a little grin on their face. And then the third category was the big smiles. And then they checked to see their longevity, how long they lived. This is shocking. The baseball players who weren't smiling lived till they were 72. That was the average. The baseball players who were just kind of grinning lived to 74. The baseball players who were smiling lived in their 80s, 10% longer than anybody else that wasn't smiling. Is that incredible? I've always thought that, and obviously I've taught my daughter that. I mean, the smiles are the easiest thing you can do in the real estate business, and if you don't get anything else from this meeting the rest of the day, remember that one. A smile will disarm your competitors, will disarm your prospects. They want to be around somebody who's feeling good. They wonder what's cooking. And that's what Dale said. He said, Gary, I don't know what you were happy about, but you were my choice. So remember that when you're dealing with people out in the public, prospecting, smile, go a long ways. It'll keep you healthier, make you wealthier, and you'll live longer. Enough of that. One other thing. Just one other thing. I got to tell you about the German study, too. This is a crack. Kind of reminded me of my buddy Hannes. The Germans think, of course, they buy into the smiles, but they think it's because of the 40 muscles in our jaws. There must have something to do with the 40 muscles. I mean, they're analyzing this thing. They don't like to smile so much. Hannes does. Here it is. Here it is. 40 muscles control thousands of expressions. And the Germans figured out that if you bit on a pencil, it was the same thing as a smile. Interesting. Same kind of endorphins go into your body if you bite on a pencil like this. Makes you wonder about those movies, right? I mean, they always make you bite on something before they cut your arm off. Anyway, the German study went on and on and on. One thing I thought was really interesting about this German study is they determined that a smile was worth 2,000 chocolate bars without the calories. Is that nuts? 2,000 calories. 2,000 chocolate bars will give you enough endorphins to equal one smile. Fascinating study. Anyway, it's not good. I just thought you could check out that.
Anything about bald people or anything like that?
I know, but we'll Google that next. Our first annual meeting was December 31st of 1973. It was Dad, Mom, and I. $800,000 worth of volume, and we were celebrating that. This year, we have 2 agents fighting for the lead that each did 10 times that. Yeah, phenomenal. Congratulations, you guys. You'll hear more about them later. For the first time in 4 years, Crown's sales volume has actually gone up. Hallelujah. Congratulations on helping us achieve a volume of 2011 of $156,569,782. Nice job, you guys. We remain the largest independent real estate company in the Kansas City metro area. You guys have fought through this recession, and we are grateful that you're still here. You can't stop now. Just keep on keeping on. We're excited about 2012, and hopefully you will be too. You should be, because this could be the year that sets you up for your career and the rest of your life. All you need to do is talk to the right person, the right client, the right customer the right referring customer that can give you millions of dollars of leads. A Dale Dunmeyer, we already talked about $50 million worth of volume attributed to Dale Dunmeyer. Jim Osborne, $35 million customer. Billy McCluskey, a guy that contributed $19 million worth of business over the years. Sid Mitchell, a local guy many of you guys know, that's contributed over $10 million in referral leads in the last 5 years. All you need is one of these people. You need to find them. We know the last 4 years has been a struggle. Short sales, foreclosures, bad appraisals, fight with underwriters. It's been difficult. However, what I've noticed lately is people have really gotten tired of it. Enough is enough. They're ready to resume their lives and their real estate investing. So you can't stop now. What's your answer? And I know we get this question every day. How's the real estate business? How is your market? And they expect us to go downtrodden and go into the dumps and talk about foreclosures and short sales, and some of us do. Hopefully after this meeting we're all on the same wavelength. We're telling them the same thing. There are 3 things happening now in our industry that will affect what you do this year. First, competition. It's incredible what happened to our competition. In 1980, there were 750,000 members of NAR. In 2000, there were still 750,000 members of NAR. And all between in those 20 years, up and down maybe 3,000 or 4,000, but basically 750,000 members. In 2001, when we sold the largest residential transaction ever in the KC metro area, by the way, that record still exists. Dunmeyer is behind that one. There were 1 million realtors in 2001. By 2006, the height of this boom, there was 1,400,000 realtors. Everybody was in the real estate business. Everybody and their brother had a license. True story. Ladies driving east on 119th Street, 2006. Cop pulls her over for speeding. Saunters up to her window and she rolls it down. He says, "Ma'am, may I see your real estate license, please?" She thought she had him. She looked up and said, "Well, officer, don't you mean my driver's license?" He said, "No, ma'am, not everyone has a driver's license." Everybody got in the real estate business. There's less competition now than we've ever had. And we have been blessed by 450,000 realtors leaving the business. Can you imagine? Half are gone and the other half are asleep. By the way, just because you have a real estate license, does it mean you're in the business? No. The joke now in Overland Park is, how do you call an Overland Park realtor? "Oh, waiter." 450,000 of them didn't make it. Is a lack of competition an opportunity for you? Yes. Second thing, prices are down. This is unbelievable. Every day we get listings priced 20 to 50% below what we were selling them for in the boom years. Amazing to me what this stuff comes in at. Do you like to go in stores that have 20 to 50% sales signs in the front? Because that's what we've got, you guys. We've got the best sale we've ever had in the real estate industry right now. So how's the market? It's a great time to buy. Third thing, what else is down? Interest rates. What was the last 30-year fixed rate anyone who was quoted?
3.77.
Huh?
3.87.
3.87? 3.5? 3.87. Can you believe that? You know the last time they were that low? 1958. I was 7 years old and they wouldn't give me a mortgage. 3.87%. We started Crown in a market that was 8%. And I don't know if you remember those interest rate charts that Katie and Nick have been distributing. An 8% house, $1,650 a month, will buy 8% mortgage for $1,650 will buy a $200,000 house. A 4% mortgage on a $300,000 house is less money, $1,600 a month. Is that crazy? $100,000 more house for less money. We got to get excited about this. They're flat giving money away. Okay, let's see now. We've got less competition, we've got lower prices, and we've got the lowest interest rates on record. It's 3.87%, and we can't get excited. So, the next time someone asks you, how's the market? What we say is great. In fact, we're having a sale. The banks are willing to flat sell their property for less than what's owed. Never has that happened. What are we waiting for? I guarantee you CNN and Fox News are not going to be spreading the gospel. It's got to come from us. In fact, CNN and Fox News won't announce the end of the recession until it's a year and a half late. Don't wait for anybody. You got to get enthusiastic yourself. Smile. So important. People will want to get close to you. Okay, recap it one more time. Prices are down. Interest rates are down. Competition is down. And our sales volume is up. Let's see how many of you bought into this thing. I love these January contests. I hope you guys do too. I mean, I know it's not the money. It's not that. It's how you guys scramble to win this contest is absolutely heartwarming. We love it. And frankly, it's not the money either. It's the 2 or 3 months later when this stuff starts selling that's the real issue here. Let's see who bought into the thing. Spring Hill. Art and Patty, 4 listings. Nice job in January. Nice job. Kevin Miller beat them with 5. Nice job. Lewisburg office. We've got Steve, Sean, Kathy Pemberton. They got 5 each. Darris Stanbaugh smoked them with 7. Nice job. All right, Ottawa. We got Shirley Aldeck with 5 listings. Brent Chartier with 6. And Leah Hamilton with 7. Nice job. Money in the bank. Oops, Olathe. The toughest listing market we have. Can you imagine this? Gina Sundberg with 8 listings. Nice job, Gina. All right, we're getting pale, you guys. Where I get to kick these people every day. They need kicking. Hannes Potter had 7 that would have put him at number 1 in 4 of the offices. He didn't even make the money. 4th place was 7. Nice job, Hannes. We know who's going to be making money. Well, all set. Marlene had 11. And she was in 3rd. Mary Lou got 3 a week with 12 listings in January. Big surprise who the winner is. We'll be talking about her more later. Patty Simpson got 15 listings in January. You guys, that's phenomenal. The company got almost 200 listings in January. Phenomenal. Best January we ever had. Congratulations. The thing I like about the real estate business, I mean, all this inventory. An agent can have millions of dollars worth of inventory at no expense. I don't know of any other business you can do that. That's why listings are the key. I mean, it's incredible. We're doing all this stuff. We're setting the signs. We're doing the paperwork. Our secretaries are downloading them. Katie Nicker put them on every website known to man. I mean, it's just phenomenal what we do. All you have to do is get listings. And I think that has to help. I don't know how Patty could have got 15 listings if she had to do all the work that a Keller Williams agent had to do. It'd be impossible. So thank you, secretaries that are here. I appreciate that. And by the way, thank Les and Ricky for setting these signs all over the country. I love the real estate business, and I have since college. Mom says I loved it when I was 9. I don't really remember that. Except we lived in Leawood and I wanted a farm. So I talked him into buying a farm. And we went looking. Gosh, that was fun. We looked at 100 farms. And in the end, it came down to 2 farms. One in Martin City, surrounded Martin City, Missouri. Oh my gosh, I wanted that farm. The other one is over here, just this side of Freeman on Highway 2. Well, they were both like $125 an acre. It didn't make any difference. It was in Martin City or Freeman. Is that wild? They were both $125 an acre. So they wrestled with it and wrestled with it. I begged them to buy both farms, of course. Didn't work. They bought the one in Freeman and left the Martin City one alone. And now there's all kinds of stuff on that Martin City farm. I mean, what an unbelievable opportunity. I never met a piece of real estate I didn't like. And owning a piece of real estate is still the #1 economic goal of 85% of Americans. Is that incredible? Even in spite of this last 4 years, their #1 goal is still own a piece. So how's the market? It's great. We're having a sale. That's what you tell them. And you tell them with a smile, and you'll get their listing. Your competition doesn't have a prayer. Be happy, smiling, and keep improving your skills. This is more important than ever, and you know really why? 50% of our buyers are echo boomers. You know what an echo boomer is? It's those people 18 to 32 years old. They're the ones coming in the market. 80 million of them, and their #1 economic goal is to buy a home. Our 80s and 90s skills aren't going to work with these people. Katie and Nick are well placed to handle these people. It's their generation. How about the rest of us? Our disco moves don't work in their hip-hop world. Can you imagine, though? 80 million new customers, an army of people coming our way, and their #1 goal is to buy our product? And you know what else is happening? This huge demand is being met by a limited supply. The population keeps growing. People are living longer. And in January 2008, America stopped building homes to any extent like we've been building them. In the last 4 years, we built 550,000 units a year. The 10 years previous to that, we built 1,500,000 units per year. We're way down. In the next 10 years, just to house America, we'll have to build 16 million units. These builders and contractors going back to work, and they don't even know it. These guys are going to be rich. If you ever wanted to build homes, now's the time to start thinking about it. It's coming. The housing shortage is here. And we don't notice it because we're spending all this time on foreclosures and short sales and arguing with appraisers and underwriters. People will always want and need a place to live. You got to get excited. Less competition, low prices, low interest rates. This is the time. You can't get excited now. You're in the wrong business. Here's the #1 reason I think real estate's struggling. It's because of us. Hot markets like we had from 2001 to 2006 are bad for fundamentals. It was so easy to sell real estate back then. Some of you were here, a lot of you were here, you knew it. All we had to do was list a property, put a sign on it. We'd have 3 or 4 offers, and it would sell for more than list price. We didn't need skills. All we needed was a license. That's why everybody had one. If we didn't list it for what the seller wanted, then one of our competitors did. So it was just real simple. Just do it. We didn't have to market the property for 6 months like we do now, getting 3 price reductions, begging an appraiser to come up with a price, going all the way through the underwriters, multiple lenders. We didn't have to do any of that. We lost our skills. We got lazy and we stopped working. Don't wait for the economy to change. And don't wait for the government to come up with some housing stimulus package. It's not going to happen. Make the bell ring for yourself. Get a listing, make a sale. Here's what I've noticed looking at realtors, not only in Kansas, not only in our company, but in Wyoming and the beach as well. You had to do 3 things to be able to survive this recession over these last 4 years. Sales and marketing, that'll never change. What we call lead generation, making the calls. Second, customer service, the paperwork, the answering phone calls, the talking to appraisers, setting up inspections, doing the paperwork, seller's disclosures, etc. Ordering signs. Thank God we don't have to sell them or sign them, or we don't have to set them. Third, financial management. It's a three-legged stool. If you didn't do any of those, if you did one of those well and not the other two, then the stool falls down. You had to do some of all of it to survive. You did, congratulations. But here's the problem. Most of us are spending almost all of our time on customer service when we should be spending 80% of our time generating leads. That's our job. Lead generation is the whole story in the real estate business. Face-to-face, voice-to-voice, belly-to-belly, person-to-person, talking to someone, spending 80% of your day generating a lead, building your SOI. I've heard people in our industry, which is why I sent Katie and Nick to the national convention. Technology is the answer. That's what real estate business is coming to. It's all about tech. It is not. Sure, it's important. Katie and Nick have us on so many websites. We have so much technology. My gosh, we're Facebooking, Twittering, and linked. When I see the bills on these enhancements, Lisa can testify in Deanna, I get a twig face myself. But that is not the answer. Face-to-face, belly-to-belly, voice-to-voice. The real estate business hadn't changed one iota in 38 and a half years since Crown started. Not once, not a bit. So it's Monday morning at 9 o'clock. What are you going to do to generate a lead? That's what you need to ask yourself. What are you going to do to generate a lead? That's your job. Do you have a systematic approach to generate a lead? It's a great time to call a past customer. Whoa! A past customer. Isn't that a good idea? That's why you have those SOI lists. That's why we send these cards. That's why we have the KIT program, to get you thinking about keeping in contact with your past customers. When I talked to Dale, he gave me 3 people to talk to Monday. I hadn't talked to him in 4 years. I mean, that's ridiculous. I'd be talking to him once a week. What are you going to tell him when you talk to him? Are you going to tell him that our sales volume went up? That we turned the corner? This market's coming back? How about telling them about these interest rates that are the lowest they've been in 53 years? How about telling them about the echo boomers, the 80 million new customers coming our way? Tell them we're having a sale. The real estate business has been very good to us. Most of us in this room. It's certainly been good to me. And there's never been an opportunity to build your business than this year. You can't stop now. You go do it now. What will you do on Monday morning to generate a lead? We appreciate you coming, and now what you really want is the awards. So I'm going to bring my buddy Larry Holt up.